Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you can you hear me? How are you today? Uh, Okay, it look like we got some people over here. So here I am. Right now I'm gonna. How are you tonight? So just to let you know, I am working on some animation. So this one right here is gonna be a Dragon Ball parody. When I say Dragon Ball, I don't mean like Dragon Ball Z. It was before Dragon Ball Z. So, yep, it's gonna be the weird one. So, right now I am working on this scene. So, here's here's what. Well, the problem is if I use this software, I have to zoom out and see how well it looks like. Here it is. Let's see. Okay.
First, we gotta prepare some beef stew. Next, we add some steamed broccoli as a side. Then, flavor it in buffalo sauce. Don't forget to top it.
Oh yeah, I got some question. So there's a one question. Before I begin, I was gonna like to take question. Will I make if Foxy was a phone guy 3? I would say maybe, but I will not confirm yet because I had to wait till what is up to Ethco Boom, like if he's willing to. So right now for me, I'm taking a break for making this series, but this time I'm trying to do branch out with all these different parodies and stuff. Like I said earlier, I'm making Dragon Ball Z parody, which is I'm doing right now. So before I begin, let's ask some questions. Yep, I found the Foxy Phone Guy 3 comment. Already got this one. And let me just tell you quickly. I will work on the Foxy was a Phone Guy 3, but it's gonna be short. Actually, I'll work on the Foxy the Phone Guy 3. Yeah, har, matey. My name be Foxy the Pirate Fox. Yep, I do sound like Ethco Booms at some time. Okay, now let's go to work on animation. Now let's see here. Because sometimes if you accidentally select or delete something, there you go. Lock this one. Okay, now we're gonna add some cheese. I'm not sure you might heard of Solar Sands. There's a thing I actually do get some tips, but just like I said, his are kind of like just for opinion. But this one, there's there's a thing that Art Haiti didn't like. It was the individual strands of hair. Well, it's more like which one is thing is I can draw invisible strands of cheese. This one is right here. This one I had to make sure I had to get clumps right over here, and then we get like those few strands of cheese. But if I draw too many of them, it makes it a little bit too hard, but it's even a little bit more messier. Okay, back to drawing some cheese. And... oh. I had to block this one. Oops, don't want to delete this one. And be sure to save, even though this software I'm using is actually has some automatic save, so it actually recovered. So that's a good thing. Now, let's see here, get more, a little bit, almost done. And I still have the cat who's also interfering my workspace. And it's close for dinner time for her. Let's see here. How am I today by Gamer Gauge hopping? Well, I am doing okay, but today I've been really busy because I have spent time doing all these animations and stuff. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to color the cheese. First I had to eyeball it. Actually, eyedrop it. And how to make it easier, hide everything and unselect. Okay. Let's Okay, now let's see. Let's see. That might be look good enough, so now's a good time to let's see here. Let's see, strands of cheese. Move this up a little bit here. Whoa. Accidentally delete the color palette right here. There. Got it fixed. Okay, now let's create classic tween. Okay, and here's what I do. There's like the anchor point right here, like when you try to do rotating, when you turn like, let's try again. You see this point right here? This is where I had the point where you turn, but this were like that. But the one I want to make an anchor point to put it right over here. So I'll get the back. Oh, be sure to unlock it. Got another one right here. And I know I got the cheese. Okay, now we got the cheese right here. I know sometimes I usually don't talk stuff, but even though it's on stream, so I have to do some a little bit more talking. Oh, there's Revel Robin. That's a pleasant stream. So, okay, now I'm gonna go ahead bring ton. So I'm gonna put 10 keyframes to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And put keyframes over here. Need to clear this one. put it right here. And this is where you release. This is where you put stop point right here. 1, 2, 3. Add those frame tongues right over here. And put it more open and rotate it this way. This is where it'll release, but I'll work on the cheese later on, but I'll just get the tongs done. Over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Add keyframe here, and here, here. And now I'm going to move this one right here. I'm going to move this plate of cheese back a little bit more. And then move this right over here. And I'm going to go ahead and add another keyframe. 1, 2, 3. And add another keyframe. 1, 2, 3. Oops, I made a mistake. Right here. And just let you know, we all do make mistakes. Sometimes we don't pay attention to what we're doing, so. Okay. I got this one done. And we got the floating cheese right here. But this one, just like I said, I'll get back to on that. Let's see how many I think I should work on. I think I'll probably make 4. Animate this one 4 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Insert keyframes. Alright. In case they don't want to bug you this one, I'm going to hide this chunk of cheese right here. So, where is... Actually... This one I have to add frame, and then I'll delete this one because this is when the animation changed. So I'm going to put keyframe right here, delete this one, and I'll work on it later. Excuse me. Whoops. Clear keyframe. Whoops. Let's see. Remove clear keyframes. Okay, there you go. I'm on track. So let's see here. need to add chunk of cheese again. Now add some keyframe here. Add tons. Okay, now, but the thing is, I'm gonna add another. Add a different position right here. 1, 2, 3. And okay, Kikiku Weirdo. How do I animate? Well, the thing is, it was kind of completely self-taught. It does take like experiment of what do you want to go for. Yeah, but since I get even more interest in animation, I kind of go more like trying to hope we want to go for Don Bluth or old Disney like stuff with all these traditional drawn animation. So but thing is I had this thing called Creative Suite, which was actually it's Creative Suite 4, which I had a long time ago. But then I pursued a music degree instead. But then I was thinking about make animations. Well, like, wait a minute, I remember I have Flash, so I'm kind of thinking I should make animation. So my first animation after a long time actually is Rule Number 4 song. It is I really don't like using pencil tool. If you know what pencil tool is, it's like this. I kind of use for more drawing like a sketch, but I'm going to show you something. And yes, I'm using a MacBook. And yep, this is what drawing I used to do back then. I do like the slashes and stuff. And it's not a really good go-to as drawn. It was just more of like a eyeball. Let me delete this. But then I just use brush tool. But then I actually use Photoshop. So I actually get those Photoshop as sprites because I thought it looks a little bit better than using a brush tool on Flash. Because it looks pretty messy, but even though they do look a little bit messy, but it gives a little bit more of a gritty kind of look. So the one I use Photoshop is for If Foxy Was a Phone Guy, the first one. Until if I go on Night 4, because I've been importing some Photoshop layers and stuff. So I decided to move on to just use some pencil tool, but I gotta say it's a little more cleaner. And I actually do like the results. How it looks. So I decided to do but then I was working on the Foxy Was a Phone Guy 2. I decided to go more like even more smoother. And yes, I've used a lots of tweens. What do you use to animate? Oh boy. I did actually animate into something like a cartoon. I used to animate like a cartoon or something. Oh yeah, I used to draw. I was interested in into a rock band or stuff like that. I kind of like draw a picture. I want to make possibly make a cartoon or something. Or want to make like a music video, but then, well, I actually have the Blink-182 animation stuff, but I'm not gonna show it to you because it might be possible copyright and stuff. You know how music are, right? But actually, I do have animation back back in the old day. I think I may show it to you before. It's actually on my first YouTube channel. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a link. And this one's my actual first animation I uploaded on YouTube. And that one's right out here. Yep. Those cartoons like this look really pretty weird. Kind of don't know what I was doing back then. But hey, it's a good start. Okay, now back to animation. And you say it looks dummy. Okay. I'm gonna give you a spoil what he's actually making. This one is actually making a dish. So it contains beef stew with steamed broccoli with buffalo sauce and sprinkled with cheese and then grounded up with senzu beans. Okay. Yep, we'd all does start somewhere. Okay, now we're going to. Okay, back. Let's go back to topic. Okay, now we're going to. Tilt this. And yeah, that animation I did back then, that was based on like one of those one back in high school when you have that one student who was actually he made an MS Paint movie maker animation back then, which is there's a knight who fight against a dragon, and then they breathe fire, and then they show a picture, a photograph of poop, and he didn't notice about that. So that gave me inspiration to make that animation. Hello, Trico Wood Gecko. You just woke up. Yeah, that's a disadvantage, but if you live somewhere else in a different time zone. Sometime it's like morning there right now, but right here it's like close to 8 o'clock. Okay. Okay, asking when did I make the Fox? When you make Fox Film Guide as Foxy as the Film Guide Deluxe version? When you add a short video called Galaxy Wars, I don't think the Steamworks should have, so I have used something else. Well, if you know about Galaxy Warriors, I would suggest use like I'm not sure they have it. They have like He-Man. You can try He-Man because Galaxy Warriors is basically a bootleg of He-Man. But or if you can get or as for a newbie, the wolf, you can use a twisted wolf. Oh, the one that say the pillars? Well, what I'm working right now, this one's supposed to be the I'm using like all these kitchen households. So basically, kitchen household is basically mostly my home and stuff. But well, hey, you just use a basically just for well, it's just basically more like an inside joke. And what I think about COVID virus, well, there's I know it's kind of disappointed because I really well, good thing is like I not working, but I can do some more animation. But unfortunately, I probably will work tomorrow. But the bad thing about COVID, about there's some conventions I really looking forward to go, which is one of them is a furry convention. Furry convention is near this one's one state above, but it was like canceled. And I'm not gonna give away my information too much about where I live. So it was gonna be around late of May, but it was actually canceled. So, yep. Okay, let's see here. Okay, back to what I was doing. Okay, got the tongues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And, oops. Move classic tween. Insert Blake right here. Okay. And I'm going to add a keyframe right here. Okay, good for the update. But I heard they're actually calmed down about those kind of those certain words like that. So I'm still not sure what's going on right now. Okay, now let's go ahead. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and add cheese. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. Let's see here. And add this spot right here. Will I do live reaction videos where your fans can submit videos to react? Not really, because well, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy reaction videos, but sometimes I usually have like I do have some stuttering issues, and I just like trying to think of anything else to say. I need my. I'm not sure how much I react, so I would. I would say no because I just doing videos I really enjoy doing. I do animation and actually and music stuff. Well, I did wrote about vlog or something like that, but it's actually not my thing. Okay. Now go ahead, remove classic tween, insert keyframe, and delete. Now add some keyframe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now is a good time to move the bowl. The cheese bowl. So move it right over here. Now let's get some see here. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Okay, now gonna be the last one, spread cheese. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a keyframe. Put it right here. One, two, three. Insert keyframe. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put it right here. I can. Now the bowl is actually now moved. And it's done using. Move classic tween. Set keyframe, then delete. Okay. Now go ahead and bring those. Okay. Now I'm gonna remove this. Remove classic tween. Clear. Oops. Right, put it right here. Remove classic tween. Remove classic tween. And okay. Alright, we got the tonsil done, and now I need to animate some cheese. But first I'm going to go ahead and test and see what it looks like. So I'm going to move it right here.
Forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can. Finally,
I'll probably maybe adjust this one. I'm just going to move it right here. Move this down here. Move this right over here. Clear keyframe. 1, 2. Let's see here. One, two. Clear keyframe. Oh. Something's a little bit off. Do I like jazz? Oh yes, I do. And even though I've been learning to play jazz music since, even though I did take jazz band in high school as a guitarist, but then at college I actually learned to play jazz and guitar. So, well, if you see one of my video, I actually made a video called "Can you play jazz music on a 12 string," which is even more different than like typical. Like 12 string usually not common for jazz music, but it's kind of like a fun experiment. So, yes, well, I do also play bass. Just in case of like the bass player didn't show up, or I might be like the only bass player in the college. Yes, you play a saxophone, and you like it. Good for you. Oh yeah, and interesting, and also a jazz topic. I also play recorder, which I trying to get more. It gives more like a flute impersonation, kind of like. But I actually use the drums, but I actually record frame drum and a snare drum, just more like the fills. Okay, this one there it is. Oh yeah. I know mostly people said usually play recorders is mostly just for elementary school, but if you want to play recorder as professional, I would say go ahead. And even though you don't have to play recorder just for elementary music, you can play like any kind of music, but the most common is usually more like medieval, Renaissance, and sometimes Baroque. But you can play recorder as those. You can play recorder music for any kind of music. You can play as rock. Led Zeppelin done that before, and actually works pretty well for jazz, like I mentioned already. Or, and even though I did actually use recorder for the his Foxy was a phone guide videos. And just let you know, I always enjoy exploring kind of music. Okay, I think this one looks like it's good enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and play and see how it turns out.
Don't forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can.
Whoa, no, that's a little bit off. Something's a little bit off. I know this. I usually make it something more precise or something like that. You play xylophone. Oh, speaking of xylophone, I actually do make a xylophone, but I actually do build a xylophone, but then I actually had to give it away because it was like enough room, and also I got like a real. I actually got an another xylophone, but it's actually more like xylophone bars because I actually use like wood. Actually, more like rosewood, more like a real xylophone material. But I didn't start haven't start work on the frames. But I was trying to start work on some time for it. Let me check the. One, two, three. When you're trying, when I was trying to like to cop paste the keyframes, but if you're pasting like at least two layers or more, and you selected what you need, but if you paste it right here, and this one right here that adds another keyframe right here, but I decided to go one step before the targeted keyframes. So select here, move it, and voila. And let's see where this one. Let's see here. Go ahead and add the skew, chip it to 0. Actually, skew to 0. Okay, much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and. Okay, now it's time to test, see what it looks like.
Don't forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can.
I'm not sure it's just me or something. Good. Yep, there is right here. Put it right here. Okay, let's see what it looks like.
Forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can. Finally,
Let's see here.
don't forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I'm not sure. I'll probably explain again in case there'll be new visitors showing up. This is going to be a part of Dragon Ball parody, but when I say Dragon Ball, that means it was Dragon Ball before Dragon Ball Z. So, yep. And if you're not familiar about this, Dragon Ball. Even though if you look up some Dragon Ball parodies, the majority of it they look pretty weird. So I decided to join the bandwagon. So let's see. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and test it, but you probably will not watch the video, see how it turns out.
First, we gotta prepare some beef stew. Next, we add some steamed broccoli as a side. Then, flavor it in buffalo sauce. Don't forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can. Finally, sprinkle some.
Okay, let's see. Dragon Ball. Okay. I think it's about perfect. All right. The sprinkling cheese is. Hang on. Excuse me. Okay, sprinkling some cheese. Okay, so. Okay, this is gonna. Okay, the next one I'm gonna get ready to animate cheese. So. I'm gonna do is to hide everything except the cheese. I might need to add the bowl, just the outer area. And I'm gonna put an outline. Let's see here. I'm gonna go add onion skin. Yep, Five Nights at Uni. You got it right. Yep. Yeah, disadvantage about streams like you ask a question, it does take a while to get a response. Oops. Let's see, what is this supposed to be? This one is going to be more like a... It's kind of more like a cooking tutorial, but it's going to be more toilet humor. But speaking of toilet humor, there's something you might want to be careful. The toilet humor is basically... Basically just... Something you might want to make toilet humor is probably like something connected or something unexpected. But if you just do toilet humor just for random or out of nowhere, it might get old pretty quick. I think I need to... Let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10 of how do you rate your art? Well, I'm kind of good at art, but I'm not like really good. I'm just more like... I'm kind of more like a... More of a... Kind of go for a cartoon, but sometimes I go more like... A little fancy with these. A little fancy with cell shading, but I add some vibrant colors. But I also like do soft shading, but even though I can't do any like realistic soft shading. So as an artist, I would say I would go by 7 or 8. Okay. Now go ahead and... Yeah, disadvantage about using a pencil tool. You probably don't know if you actually got the shape. Get the right shape as you want. How to do soft shading? Well, I cannot use it on Animate, but I only can do it on Photoshop. So, but thing, I'll po- I'll probably might do some Photoshop later on, but I can't. I'll probably will not do it right now. It's actually I use like soft brush tool. Use a brush tool, and they have all these. Usually more like, kind of more blurry, kind of like, but I actually just like, color like some soft shading, and then I actually erase the excessive amount. And also I did add some glow edges. I'm going to show you the example. Let me see. Okay. Here's this for example. That's what I did soft shading right here. This one I actually use like a brush tool, and it has like the blur kind of like. And then I erase some of those excess amount right here. Oh, on paper? Well, thing is, I used to draw. I used to draw on paper, which we call traditional art. So I would say try to when you get like progressively draw harder and then draw with pressure and then you just gradually draw lighter. That's what I do for soft shading. But I would make but I would recommend I don't if you want to get some like prism Prismacolor. I heard of that, I forgot what it was. But fortunately I don't know even though I had forgot what it was because I usually got stuck with Animate, Illustrator, and Photoshop for art stuff like that. Okay, now back to where I'm going. Okay, I was gonna plan to do in the live stream, but I was gonna do is I'm gonna finish the serving the fries. Okay, I'm gonna. This one I'm gonna make too long, so get ready to drop some cheese. So Control 8. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna do some. Let's see. I'm gonna actually double the keyframe. Oh yeah, they're pencil. You said they're a pencil, yeah. Yeah, I heard about Prismacolor. I'm kind of I may consider do some traditional drawing sometime with all this fancy stuff, drawing stuff, but I'm not sure. Whoa. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead. This one she should be spread a little bit more. Okay, we got. That's right, dropping some cheese. Thank you. So, let's see here. Put it right here. Yep. I get used to the usually do tween animation, but sometimes they're actually do draw some in between stuff. get this. And I gotta say, this Power Eater is probably the most... What, adding ingredients actually does take... Yeah, it is true. Even though this one I trying to learn how to use a pencil tool better because I watched one of those Tony Cry Knight speed paint video. So that's how I actually start learning how to do pencil tool better. And even though pencil tool actually makes it more cleaner than brush tool. God. I'm gonna remove this frame right here. Remove frames. Clear keyframes. Okay, I'm gonna add some right here. I think it needs a little bit more cheese right here. Actually, go like this way. This would do. Something's... I can't... There it is. Right here. This one also I can't... Okay. Just to let you know, this live stream today I was doing is pretty much kind of, it's basically unplanned, but let's see, what game art are you most proud of? Well, I do have things I'm proud of, but when something is a little bit new, actually better, I kind of like change my mind. I was really proud on the... Let's see. First, I'm going to talk about my YouTube videos, what I'm proud of. The first video I was proud was is event anniversary medley of Five Nights at Freddy's, where I played several instruments. And even though it's more like a pay tribute for basically both game and fandom, just 1 year anniversary. So, and then we had the one YouTuber actually like it, so he actually used one of my snippet of the song that I did play. The next one would be if Foxy Was a Phone Guy, which was Foxy Was a Phone Guy was actually basically more like it's basically I'm just gonna kind of consider wanting to do some animation, but the thing is but disadvantage for animation, you gotta have to do if you want to try again. If you want to start making animation, there are things you need to get. You need to get a voice clip for a specific voice actor. But if you want to get your voice actor to voice your project, you got to do is to have some. If Fox had to, you had to get like you have to write a story. Wait, they asked me I made that? I'm not sure what I mean, but even though, just like I said, stream does kind of delay. Yep. Anyways, for Foxy Phone Guy, is this well? Okay, back was it? This one you want to make animation, you had to do is to voice act, or get somebody to voice act, but you need a story. Talk about the phone guy. Well, the thing is, Ethgo Boom actually made the video, so he actually made. It was just more like an audio only. Even though when I watched the Pymation video about like how long does it take to animate, but he said using some Let's Player clips, it's actually more easy to do because you don't need to worry about writing stories or hire a voice actor or voice your stuff. All you got to do is take the audio only, just only voice only. So I was thinking about turning to animation and see just to practice how I make animation. But it seems you guys really like them, so I decided to make more. Let me. Oh, let me get a correction. If asking him to make it the Foxy Phone Guy, just the animator, not the story. It's just everything. Only just the audio and story was by Eth Goes Boom. And I have one person at a stream said that I sound like Foxy, even though I kind of sound similar as Eth Go Boom. And I was gonna give introduction. Yo, har, matey. My name be Foxy the Pirate Fox. And I'm Bunny the Bunny. Hey, everyone. Yep, this is how I... That's what I... Sometimes may sound like that. Oh, met my animations. I'm glad you enjoy this one. Okay, back to the question about what am I proud of. Well, it used to be Fox was a phone guy, but now I have two animation I'm proud of. Is If Fox was a phone guy and Ripper Roo's Love and Boom. Yep. Okay. Okay, I was. Let's see here. I don't actually have. I kind of have an idea. Have an idea. Well, just like I was gonna say, this stream tonight was pretty much unplanned, but I'm just kind of thinking about I'm gonna make a schedule. But since tomorrow I'll be working, that means actually, well, tomorrow I got my job back, so I'm probably. So I probably don't know what my schedule's gonna be. So I'm basically gonna have if I'm gonna think about have in 1 week I was gonna have two different stream. One will be making animation, another one I was gonna be have me playing around different instruments. So the quick so quick and I see you guys enjoy seeing me making animations, but do you want so another question is do you want me to start making some play around some music? And it's gonna be a webcam. So let me know what you think. Let me move this cheese right here. Maybe just one more. Okay, and just let you know, well, asking for like an online friends and stuff like that, well, it may varies because, well, there's the thing about if you become like a popular YouTuber stuff. I'm kind of popular, but I'm not really popular. Sometimes there might be a chance that you have a chance to be start being friend with someone, and something you have like too many of them you might want to speak. So ask him for like online friend. This one is going to be on the maybe point, but I don't want to be just don't want to be like too selfish kind of person. So well, if you want to be online friends, something at least have some just some little bit of conversation where you want to talk about. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go on. Okay, I think I already draw the cheese. Part is gonna be loop because then it's not soup. So all right. This one I'm gonna only make 4 frames. All Alright. Now we're going to add keyframe here. Actually, change this right, go up a little bit more. Move this one right here. Move this up. Move this down. Okay, and I'm going to add some keyframe right here. Let's see here. Okay, this is time I probably don't need to use onion skin. This one I have to eyeball it. So let's move this one up here. I know this one moved down. Move this one up. This one moves down. This one moves down. Okay, this one goes down right here. Okay. This one moves up to the left. Okay. Let's see here. Let me. Okay, this one's I'll probably maybe change this one. Move this up a little bit. Copy this. Well, you're gonna stay for 10 minutes, but actually I'm gonna be almost done with doing stream. I'm gonna be pretty close. Gonna say I'm gonna be close to be done with one part. Okay. Okay, I guess done for drawn cheese, but I'm getting ready to reuse them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I'm gonna add some drop cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 3, 4, 5. We'll see you, Dylan. Now last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add some frame rate here. Let's see. Actually, I don't like the placement. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, make it more easier. Okay. Now I'm gonna get the it might be good right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add some cheese. And put it right here. Got another one. Oops. Oops. Cheese. Let's see here. Let me
forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can. Finally,
Okay. That's pretty much it for the one part right here, but there's actually one more ingredient to add for this bowl, which is called the ground sensu beans. But not sure how long it would take, but I'm gonna say right now it's gonna be a good time to call it quits. So we'll go ahead and test and see how this video turns out.
first we gotta prepare some beef stew. Next, we add some steamed broccoli as a side. Then, flavor it in buffalo sauce. Don't forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can. Finally, sprinkle some...
Oops. Oh, my mistake. Whoops, my mistake. Let me try something again. Control test scene.
First, we gotta prepare some beef stew. Next, we add some steamed broccoli as a side. Then, flavor it in buffalo sauce. Don't forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can. Finally, sprinkle some grounded sensu beans. First, we gotta prepare some beef stew.
Okay. That's look like I got what I made so far. Actually, on a second thought, I'm gonna just do one more thing we're gonna add right here, which is gonna be the last one. That's right. I almost done with wet scene, and I gotta say that probably by the time I actually get it actually got it done actually get things done like quickly. Maybe I can try this. And okay, now for the I'm gonna go ahead and add the last thing. I'm gonna show the bowl. Let's see this one right here. Let's see. Okay, now for sorry, I just kind of mumble a little bit. So I'm just a little bit thinking. Okay, this one I'm gonna use like a handshake. I'm gonna draw a hand. Actually, first I'm gonna. Oops. I'm gonna add this frame right here. Make sure this one's connected. I'm gonna copy from this other color. You're the guy who created Foxy Fungi? Yep, that was me. Well, I didn't create the story. It was actually sourced. So Eats Go Boom actually created the audio, but I'm the one who made the animation. Let me put this one right here. And this will be your ground paper shaker like this way. Add some shade. Here's a trick. Interesting right here. You can use those computer colors if you want. You can use neon green, red, neon. Those neon colors right over here. You can use it trying to draw cell shaded. And you draw one right here. And then you decide color, and I realize it's a little bit too dark. But I need this color. Let me go back to what I'm working on. Now color this one. And interesting, if you use different colors or colors you don't use, double click. Actually, if you click, there's only select one right here, but actually delete. But if you have the same color connect together, double click and delete. And this is how you make cell shaded color. But I'm gonna but I think this one I'm gonna add some. Add hand, but I'm gonna use a different color. Oops, where is it from? I'm gonna draw a picture sketch first, to make sure. Okay. Let me actually be sure to, when you do erase something, you might want to lock the layers so it didn't get infected. All right, now I draw those outline. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a picture of the hand. Okay, now delete some of those extended lines. Now go ahead and use color, but it's supposed to be a white cat. Right here. Color this one right here. And now we need to get the let's see here. Trying to say hello to Jacob Jones. I actually don't know how to do shout out. Let's see. Okay, now draw this hand. Now insert classic tween. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put it here, and then move this right here. Well, I'm gonna try something different. Okay, you're gonna get. I don't need these lines. I'm gonna go ahead and draw. I'm gonna ready to go ahead and draw some ground sensu. Ground sensu beans. So it's gonna duplicate multiple dots. So let's see here. That's one dot. Go ahead and add some onion skin. Let me lock this one. Put it right, add right here. Oops. here. Some dots right here. Add some keyframe. Oops. Go from dot right here.
What?
Just like you know, I was gonna say I'm almost done. Let's see here. Just close to be done. Oops. Sorry, I just usually mumble stuff like that. I can't think of anything else to say. Well, oh yeah, that's right. I was planning to go into conventions. Gonna have a panel event going on. That I was gonna do like plan to make animations. So the one I talk about thing that does take a while or could be repetitive. I'll probably be safe to announce is to ask questions. So as for speaking of, now send me some question. Actually, ask me a question of anything. It can be animation, music, or video games or stuff like that. And please no, and also no politics, please. So, ask me a question. Let's see here. Yep, this is the part of the animation does take a long time to and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let's see how many frames. 1, 2. I think I maybe double the keyframe. Okay. Maybe add one more frames. Go ahead and hide it. Oops. Hide this and then reappear this one. Okay, I think it might be good enough. Let me get these up here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're too kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see how this one.
Finally, sprinkle some grounded senzu.
Okay, keyframe 369. Gotta remember that. 8, 9. Move this one right here. Okay.
Finally, sprinkle some grounded senzu beans. First,
I think that's a little bit too much. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the keyframes. Okay. Copy this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'll be done for this scene. Let's see. I'm gonna watch this one just first.
sprinkle some grounded senzu beans.
Okay. Look like I'm done for the scene, but first I'm going to go ahead and test this video. But I had to zoom out because it's kind of lag when you zoom in. So let's see what it looks like.
First, we gotta prepare some beef stew. Next, we add some steamed broccoli as a side. Then, flavor it in buffalo sauce. Don't forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can. Finally, sprinkle some grounded senzu beans.
Okay, it looks well good, you can see. But this one I had to test look, but I only want to look at. Well, if you want, even though senzu beans is actually a fictional kind of food, but I would still count it. I'm gonna still count it as a pepper or salt. I'm gonna go ahead and watch it by myself. Let's see, control, test movie, no testing.
First, we gotta prepare some beef stew. Next, we add some steamed broccoli as a side. Then, flavor it in buffalo sauce. Don't forget to top it with as many cheeses as you can. Finally, sprinkle some grounded senzu beans. First, we got...
There's some things a little bit off. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I accomplished the most complicated project that ever so far. Well, I'm gonna say that's wrap it for the stream. I just want to say thank you all for watching. So I was gonna say thank you all for watching. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So I'm glad you enjoy it. I'll probably make more sometime, but I was thinking about I was gonna make a schedule. So thank you all. So I will see you next time. Take care.